Mr. Eric Jenkins coming at you with a brand new video, and today I've got a long laundry list of things that I'm supposed to be doing today, but I'm gonna spend it with you guys, not unfortunately.
Fool this man!
Hey everybody, Mr. Eric Jenkins coming at you with a brand new video, and today we've got some pickups. I've been, putting off making like a Mail Monday videos, so we're gonna do a big run through of the last month and a half's Mail Mondays. I apologize for, not uploading the content like this regularly, but things have been crazy, work and at home life and all that fun stuff, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let me know down below what you guys have been picking up. I want to hear about it, but let's get into it. First, going to start off with our media before we go over to our cards. So I've got a couple work pickups slash deals I've done with my manager. We got two Criterions. We've got Monterey Pop Criterion release on DVD, still factory sealed, which is actually really cool. This is like kind of a Summer of Love documentary, 1968 music era. We have Howard's End on DVD. Don't know much about this one. Looks pretty interesting from what I can see. So yeah, should be pretty fun. And then I did a deal with my manager. I ended up getting Mario Party 6 for the GameCube. This is complete. And a copy of Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. Not complete, unfortunately. And it's the Player's Choice version. Gave me a good deal on those because I got rid of my copy and I needed to get another one. Unfortunately, I remember I sold a sealed copy of that game a while back, and that kind of aggravated me a little bit. And then these are some random work pickups. We've got a Munsters card from Dead Air. This is 96. I'm not 100% sure. But that was from, unfortunately, one of my regulars passed. The old-timer that used to give me DVDs and stuff like that. We do trades outside of work. He passed, and somebody cleaned his house out, and they sold the items to our shop, so my boss was kind enough to let me have some of these for a pretty good deal, because he wanted to actually sell me a lot of this, like his horror memorabilia and his movie memorabilia, which is cool. I'm pretty, it's whatever. But these are really cool. These are Classic Monsters U.S. Postal Service stamp pins. So these were actually the same pins or stamps that got me into collecting stamps with my grandfather in the 90s. Very stoked about that. So we have all 4 of them. 3 of them are originally backed, or 5 of them, excuse me. So we have Phantom of the Opera right there. This one is missing its backing, the Wolfman, because he actually enjoyed the Wolfman, so he wore this pin. So it's kind of cool, I get to remember my buddy and remember my grandfather at the same time. Next up, another work purchase, a Super Nintendo Classic. I actually have one of these in my collection already. However, this one, when we went to check it, was modded. So now I have a modified N64. So what they did was they imported ROMs inside versus using a USB device, which means that you can have up to like 240 to 250 games or so, because there's only about 256 megs of storage in here. So there's like some really classic games such as Chrono Trigger, the Final Fantasy series, the Batman and Robin games, all the Mortal Kombat games, all the Donkey Kong games. So it's very cool. And I might remodify this later on. Not 100% sure if I want to or not. But it's really cool because now I can actually play them on almost original hardware. We have, just gotta figure out how I want to do this. We'll get into the new collection. This is from Brad. We did a deal. I've been consigning a lot of things on eBay and, in Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that for the young lady that I met at the estate sale still. So, I did a deal with my buddy Brad. So Brad, thank you so much. And he gave me a Rocky Horror Picture Show sealed VHS tape. I started getting back into collecting some VHS tapes of mainly just some films that I enjoy slash covers I enjoy. So that's an awesome one for the collection. And then we have some Criterion pickups that aren't from work. we have, this is an eBay pickup, we have Citizen Kane, the 4K release. I have to actually test the 4K release. I'm going to do that actually in the next couple minutes because I did end up getting a new monitor, an LG Ultra Wide, for my office. So this thing is freaking gnarly. So now I can actually watch 4K films in my office in 4K. We have Some Like It Hot, one of the greatest comedies, starring my girl, Marilyn Monroe. Funny Games on DVD. I mistakenly purchased this one instead of the Blu-ray, but it shouldn't be a big issue just because the DVD release and the Blu-ray release are pretty, you know, it's just up-resing. And then we have Lone Wolf and Cub. Very excited to crack this open because if you are unfamiliar, Lone Wolf and Cub is, or at least, excuse me, Shogun Assassin in particular uses a lot of, or there's a lot of sound bites that are used in Wu-Tang films. In particular, the intro to the Liquid Swords album by the GZA, which is freaking sick as hell. So, very excited to jump into that. Plus, it's an awesome box set, and I got it for a really good deal. I think it was like less than 50 bucks. I think it was like $44.99 or something like that. So that's dope. Next up was a Facebook trade from a new buddy of mine named Shoddy. So, you know, shouts out to you, buddy. And if I'm mispronouncing your name, please correct me. But we did a deal. I traded him a Jungle 64, and I threw in a couple games as a bonus for a copy of Eternal Darkness. This is like probably the nicest copy I've seen in a hot minute. A copy of Tetris Plus on the PlayStation 1. Now, there's a reason why I want this, and card games. So, when he showed me this, I was super excited because this was a game that I had when we got a PS2, and I had like 10 bucks on me at the mall, and all the games that they had at FYE were over 10 bucks except this. It was this, Weakest Link, and I think a game called Board Games. Really inexpensive kind of like third-party games, but I remember playing the heck out of this because I loved this and Monopoly Casino that I played on my PC, just because I you know like playing card games every once in a while. So that was dope. And then he also threw in this, which I'm very excited about. We have a Donkey Kong shirt in Japanese, which is really, really cool. Like Donkey Kong in his cart, so that's pretty dope. So thank you, buddy. I really do appreciate it. And then next up, we have something that I just started collecting for. Oh, we have actually a copy of Dawn of the Dead on DVD as well. For some reason, I can't find mine, so I got a copy. It was at the estate sale. So one thing that I have been doing lately is I started a Night of the Living Dead collection. Night of the Living Dead is my favorite movie of all time. It's always stayed with me for, you know, almost 20 years or so. And I am in love with this film and its, you know, importance in cinema history. So I went and grabbed a couple VHS variants. This is the high quality video cassette from the Congress Video Group in 1986, which actually shows the ending of the film, which is kind of weird, but really, really like this. I might see what other films they have in the horror section, just because it is marked horror on the side. We have Tales of Horror. This is another one that's marked. This one's factory sealed, and as you can see, we have oh man, why am I forgetting her name? Karen Cooper. Karen Cooper turned with about to stab her mother. And then one of my favorites, I actually own this already in a not sealed copy, but we have Blockbuster Classics factory sealed for $4.99 with Karen Cooper on the front. This is the more iconic. If there's two covers, it's going to be the traditional movie poster, and then you've got the Karen Cooper cover, which is pretty cool. This was at the estate sale, and basically she's just like, if there's any DVDs you want, just like, don't take them. So we have, this is the Excelsior Collector's Edition. We have Night of the Living Dead on DVD. So basically what I'm doing is if there's any really cool covers or variants, I'm going to try and collect them. And then also just some random odds and ends things, this being one of them. This is a big boy. This is the FYE Special Edition from, who put this out? Living Dead Media and Fandom Events. I I bought this from Cinema Sickness, of YouTube fame, Cinema Sickness. So, Dave, thank you so much for giving me a good deal on this. So, this was an Fye exclusive when the Criterion release of the film came out. This also comes with lobby cards, a poster of Karen Cooper, painted limited edition graphic novel, and a commemorative ticket in this beautiful long box, which is freaking awesome. Now, part of me is like, open it, get the comic out, you know, display the comic, display the lobby cards. Other part of me is like, this is in such good shape. There is a rip in the back. Unfortunately, I think it happened during shipping. But he gave me such a good deal, I'm not going to be upset about it. But very stoked on this. So Dave, again, thank you for the awesome deal. These are getting harder and harder to find, especially my FYE went out of business. So the closest one is like 45 minutes away or so. Next up, we have cards, and we always do the cards at the table, and we do that by giving ourselves a big old flip on over to the table. Sorry for the wrinkles. The monitor is, I just put the monitor in not too long ago, so it's a little out there, but we have some pickups. A lot of these are eBay pickups or Facebook group pickups. I ended up buying a lot of Bowman Sapphire Nick Matons, and then they threw in a paper. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Noodle needs to go outside. 14 Nick Matons plus a paper made 15. I think I paid like $10 for all of them. So if Nick Maton pops up, you know who to call. You know who to call for a nice Bowman Sapphire. This was a Facebook deal. I think I paid, $30 for this. A Topps Gallery, Ozzie Albies rookie, SGC 10. Very excited because this is actually reminiscent of a card I had in my collection, which was the Allen and Ginter. Is this Allen and Ginter? It's a clearly authentic card, but I don't think it's Allen and Ginter. Yeah, I don't think it is. Anyway, took the Topps Gallery art. Now I've got the bigger version, which is pretty cool. My manager found this in his collection, decided to hand this over to me. We have a Dansby Swanson's Prism rookie card. Very cool. Won this for like $1.50. Still has tape on it. Nick Maton, 5 out of 99 green paper. Won this on a Safari Zone auction. McDonald's Charmander Confetti, 9 through CGC. This was like $15 or so. Really cool card. Found this at my local sporting shop, local card shop. Saw the peach. Everything else was covered, so I'm like, yo, that's young thick right there. So I got a 2019 Topps Chrome Update, Austin Riley 9.5. No subs, unfortunately. This must have been done in like 2019 or 2020 before the boom. But this is a nice card. I ended up paying a little bit more than I wanted to on it, but you don't see them very often. You see them in PSA 10s, but not in Beckett 9.5s. And I also had a coupon as well, so that always helps. Next up, we have a pickup from work. A gentleman came in that we normally do business with, and he said, Eric, I got some Pokemon cards, and it was right when we were closing. So I said, if you want me to look at them, you know, after work, down. He goes, oh yeah, sure. So I was expecting him to, you know, give me his number. I was going to meet him after work, and he goes, no, I got him on the car. So I'm like, all right, well, give us like 10 minutes. Went, gave him $40, and we got, these were some of the bangers out of the binder sleeves. We have Nidoking. These two were not, unfortunately. We have the Birds Stained Glass, and we have a Charizard with a really cool like snowflake foil. Eric's gonna put Eric is gonna put the thing down there, a little slide in of what card that's from. But a lot of these are really cool. We have this is from the young gentleman. Dark Dragonite Japanese, Typhlosion EX E-Reader, first edition Pidgeot non-holo, holographic E-Reader Pikachu, Zangoose Reverse E-Reader, Mysterious Fossil E-Reader. There was like 3 or 4 Vileplumes. Lapras EX. We have a big chunky Venusaur, Brock's Rhydon, Dark Hypno non-holographic, And then there's like a handful of other cards in there, such as like Polyraths, Kangaskhan's, like your traditional stuff, Machamp first editions. Oh my god, first edition. You know, didn't sleeve those up yet. But then I saw these two cards, and I knew I had to shoot my shot. We have Misty's Tears, which, if you are unfamiliar, this is a banned card, and I know I have to swap out my One Touch a little bit. It's a little askew. This was banned. The regular version that we got in the States, she's not naked. So that's a plus. And then this big boy, boom, has a lot of heavy surface wear on it, which is one indication that I knew it was good to go. But this is my first base Charizard. I've got a base 2. Now I've got a base 1. And I'm very excited, so, you know, stoked on that. And then lastly, we are going to do a new segment, or it's a continuation of a segment called
Yard Sale.
Yard Sale. New name, same concept. These are going to be the things that I'm going to be either putting up on eBay or consigning through eBay or Facebook Marketplace. So if there's anything that interests you, please do not hesitate to shoot me a message on Instagram. Links down below. Or if it's an auction, shoot your shot down below. All that fun stuff. First off, we've got Quake for the N64. I'm going to throw this up on eBay. It's marked by the previous owner. Next up, we have, this is a consignment joint. We have Clay Fighter, the first Clay Fighter. This one is box, manual, and game, and I'm going to include the container as well. So it's almost complete in box, which is really cool. I don't know what I'm going to be putting on these yet. I haven't listed them, but if there's something that interests you, you know, I'll work something out. Next up, going through the basement, found this. Pulled this out of a mystery box a while back. 2019 Topps Opening Day BCCG Purple Foil Shohei Ohtani. Probably going to be like 20 bucks, 20, 25 bucks on this one. So if it's something you're interested in, you know, let me know. This has been up for a little bit. Just got rescheduled as an auction. We have an Aussie pad. A little bit of discoloring, but box is in very good shape. The only issue is this rip here. Very, very cool controller. It's got some turbo functions for each button. So if you really want to hit really fast, there you go. Or auto, you know, there you go. But really cool piece, especially licensed by Nintendo, which is pretty cool. So we've got that. And then this is my personal item, so if this is something you're interested in, please let me know. I'm letting a lot of my personal 64 stuff go. Allie and I are trying to save up for our future, and there is no better time than now. We have a crushed copy of Goin' Quackers, Donald Duck Presents Goin' Quackers, factory sealed. I posted this in a Facebook group that I'm a part of, and the seal is good to go. You got your lines there, which is a big indicator of it, but the only thing is it's severely crushed. So I'm probably going to put this out for auction. Recent comps on a good condition box are close to like $450, $400, $450. I don't know what I'm going to put on this. That's why I was probably going to put it at auction, but, you know, the box is crushed here, up here, which leads to the crushing here, and up here. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, that's going to be another thing that I'm going to be listing. But always check out, because I'm going to try and list some more stuff on the regular. I know I'm going to have some dragon statues and some more gaming stuff, but that's what I'm going to be having. That's what I'm going to throw up currently. So, like I said, if anything interests you, please give me a shout on Instagram. Links down below in the description, as well as what I have on eBay. And if there's anything that interests you, like I said, throw it down, and you know, I'll work something out with you. You know, I'm down to make people happy, down to give some good deals. So, thank you guys so much for checking this video out. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys have been collecting, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.